Hey guys, I just like to talk about what happened to this woman right here from Parker County, Texas. Woman goes by the name of Cynthia Marie Randolph. Apparently, since May 26th of this year, she lost two children. Apparently, a 2-year-old daughter of hers and a 16-month-old son died in a hot car. And this article was just published June 24th. It's one of those stories that you hear on the news about mothers or parents in general, but mainly mothers leaving their kids in cars on a hot day. And then you always hear about children dying in cars when it's a really, really hot day. I hate hearing that on the news about children dying because they're so hot that they pass out in a hot car while their parents are gone to go get something from the store or getting their hair done or whatever it is they do. And it's mainly the mothers that I see on the news that leave their children in the car thinking that everything's going to be a-okay. Miss Randolph left her two children in a car. And apparently she left them in the car to teach her 2-year-old daughter a lesson. And that she didn't lock themselves in. The door was unlocked when she just left them in the car. Cynthia, she found the kids playing in the car, and her 2-year-old daughter refused to get out. So, she figured she shuts the door to teach her a lesson, thinking her daughter could get herself out along with her baby brother whenever they were ready to get out. Cynthia went back into the house. She smoked marijuana and took a nap for like 2 or 3 hours. By the time she woke up, she went to go check on her children. They were unresponsive. And then she broke the car window to support her initial claim that the children had locked themselves in. So I guess the daughter figured that she wasn't ready to come out. And whenever she was ready to get out the car, she would get her and her baby brother to get out the car when ready. But apparently the children were pronounced dead about half an hour after the authorities were notified. So this is pretty sad. This woman left her children in the car to teach her 2-year-old daughter a lesson. And thinking that she would have came out the car whenever she and her little brother were ready. So it sounds like the little girl locked herself in. It's very sad that two children that a mother has lost. She lost a 2-year-old daughter and a 16-month-old son. If she wanted to teach her daughter a lesson, she should have just took her in the house and just put her in a timeout. Or put her in a 1 hour or 2 hour punishment in her room. Not leave her in the car with her baby brother. It was hot that day. It was in the 90s, for crying out loud. The mid-90s to be exact. Okay, nobody should be in a freaking hot car on a hot freaking day in the 90s. Especially if it's almost close to near 100. I'm tired of hearing on the news about children dying because they stayed in a hot car because their parents had to go do something. Parents need to make sure to take their children with them wherever they go. Do not leave them in cars on hot days. If it's in the 90s, especially near 100, because there's a risk that children can pass out and die because it's so hot in the car. And yes, you may be gone for a minute. You may not be gone for hours, like some of these parents have done when watching on the news about children dying in hot cars and stuff like that. Okay, you may be gone for a minute or 5 minutes, but still, you just never know. Anything can still happen in those minutes. It just makes sense and is very responsible to make sure to just take your kids with you just in case. I think it's just best for parents to do that. That way you have nothing to worry about. Or if you want to leave your children in a car, you're only going to be gone for like a couple minutes or whatever. How about you give them some water? Give them some nice, cold, delicious water to drink, and bring like some wet towels with them and put over their heads or around their foreheads. That way, they won't be burning up and feel like they're about to pass out and die. I think Miss Cynthia Marie Randolph just took her daughter and son in the house and just taught her a lesson inside the house instead of just leaving her in the hot car along with the son to teach her some lesson. That don't make any sense. Tell me your guys' thoughts and check out the article link in the description box.